Good morning, everybody. This is Chavez with Shreveport Shenanigans. I don't think I ever told you guys my name. I think up until about 4 months ago, I had this YouTube channel under my name, Chavez Gibson. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Chavez Gibson with Shreveport Shenanigans. And this morning we are in Greenwood, Louisiana, just west of Shreveport, about 5 miles from the Texas state line. And I'm going to tell you guys a crazy story about Greenwood. Now, I've been living here for about 15 years now. I actually grew up in Blanchard, and I moved to Greenwood back in 2007, the summer of 2007, I think. It's been a long time. But Greenwood, for the most part, is pretty safe. Just like every town, every city, it has its crime sometimes. But I'm going to tell you guys an interesting story about Greenwood. Some of you probably don't know this, but if you take a look just ahead over there, across this bridge, excuse me, there are 2 truck stops. There's Dino Mart to the left and the TA truck stop to the right. About, I would say, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, this gate that's along this bridge right here did not exist. It wasn't here. These 2 truck stops ahead, they were, especially the one to the left right here, not TA so much, but the one over here to the left that's right next to this little motel and casino right here, it was a spot for armed robberies. So basically what these guys did, or guy, I'm not really sure if it was one guy or multiple guys, but they would hang out in this little wooded area over here right next to the railroad, and they would wait until a train would come down the tracks, and that's when they would make their move. They would run over to this truck stop, rob it. Only takes about 30 seconds to maybe a minute and a half to rob a store. So while that train was coming down the tracks, they were robbing the store, and then they would make their getaway, run out of the store to this bridge right here and hop over the little barricade on top of the train. Most of the time it was moving, sometimes it wasn't moving. And so oftentimes by the time Greenwood police would show up to the truck stop, they would already be on their way to Wascom, Texas, just across the Texas state line. So this happened about maybe 2-3 times up until about 6 or 7 years ago. That's when they built this fence along this bridge right here to prevent that from happening again. Also, if you go to Google Maps, this little wooded area right here was cleared out just for that reason. Hey. Nike Command Force. These are the 2014 releases. $10 at the flea market. Now, even in this worn condition, these shoes can easily sell for well over $100 online. $10. And yes, they are authentic. I checked the item number and the tongue and everything. It's the Force. Twisted Root Shreveport is permanently closed. Vendors, please email with any questions. Another Shreveport restaurant bites the dust. Looks like they still have their tables and condiments back here. Look at that. Yeah, their last weekend was last week.
Oh, that's not good.
Yep. Another restaurant going in Shreveport. We are just in front of George Washington Carver. Was it a high school? Yeah, I think it was a high school. George Washington Carver High School in South Shreveport. The famous haunted school. You can't really see much of it from here these days, and we're not going to trespass onto the property. I really never had a desire to visit this place because so many people have been here before, but I do have something from this school's past that y'all might find interesting, and that is this license plate, this booster license plate. Now, the guy that I bought this plate from, he says that his uncle was rummaging through an old warehouse in Mississippi, and he came across all these old rusted booster plates, and he found maybe about 10 of these in particular.
All right, remember, right after this, we're going to be going inside Pepito's. DJ Phase is going to turn it up, and we're going to spend a little more time together as we dance into the night. You down with that?
Oh, yeah.
There it is. That's right. This, everybody get your glass. Bring it in. We are at the beginning of a moment, right? And that moment is that we are all together as independent filmmakers telling the world that we are here. The idea of Film Prize, now 12 years old, is something that has always celebrated everyone and allowed everyone to stand under a tent and to be celebrated as the artists and the creators that you all are. Give yourself a hand on that. It's important to note that we stand here together, and as we go through this, the connections we make together are essential to the success of not only you and as you move forward, but to Prize Fest as an entity. So I, on behalf of everyone at the Prize Foundation, are deeply appreciative of you being here. We look at them deeply in the eyes and we say, you are the prize. You are the prize! Now, because we are a collective, standing here together,
They're growing faster than inflation. Over the past 6 months, inflation has gone down every month, and God willing, will continue to do that.
now 3 times, one more powerful than the other, one more spirited than the other. We say Viva la Film Prize once. Viva la Film Prize! We say it twice. Viva la Film Prize! We say it 3 times. Viva la Film Prize! Gentlemen, welcome to Film Prize 2023. Give yourself a huge hand. The after party's inside Pepito. Thank you so much. We love you. You are the prize.